Hello everyone, Happy New Year 2025. So these are going to be the readings for January by sun sign for 2025. As always, if you want to find out how to get a personal reading, you can do that on my website, and the link to that is in the description box below. Hope you have a lovely month and a great 2025. Lots of love. See you in the readings. Happy 2025. This is your reading for January 2025. So let's have a look for Leo. They're showing me the wreath of success, like the wreath that wore on the head by Caesar that they show at the end of the Grand Prix. That means you're the winner. And a lit baton, they just said. So, it's like the Olympics, right? So the person that has the baton that climbs to the top of the whatever it is and lights the fire, that's you this month. We have got a lot of energy of like proud, you being proud of yourself, you feeling a lot of self-worth, you feeling like you have managed a very difficult situation, they're saying, and that you have come out with your they said stars and stripes, so like, with your epaulets, like in the army where you get another, don't they build up all the epaulets as you get more and more medals and stuff like that. So well-deserved win, they're saying. Could be something that you've just come through, I guess. Maybe Christmas, a difficult Christmas, or maybe you had a really good Christmas and that's a success. I think that's probably more like it, because I don't feel anything negative. Maybe you managed to make a success of what is a holiday, because a lot of the time holidays, people get down because they remember when they had the good ones. But I feel like you've let yourself go, they're saying. Not in a bad way, not like dishevelled. You let your hair down and let yourself really enjoy yourself and just do whatever it was that felt good. So a successful start to the new year, they're saying. They said time to move on. Let's have a look. So something new coming along. So also success to last year, they're saying. So just the fact that you're still here and you got through last year, which could account for everybody in the world, means that you've had it's good, right? Managing expectations. Last year you managed your expectations, they're saying. So you managed last year very well. You weren't, they're saying, going off on flights of fancy, wanting what you didn't have. You made good with what you had, and you got on with a job of enjoying as much as you could what was available to you to have, and not going out of position vibrationally through wishing you had something that you didn't have. So that's a success as well. Two of Pentacles, two people. Balance, right? So it's about balance. So you were able to balance last year. You might have also balanced things like your checkbook and been able to just kind of move through the physical existence. They're saying precarious position. So you might have been able to juggle a little bit last year, what you had coming in and what you had going out, in a way that you did not expect to be able to do. That's made you feel that you're ready for something new, because you've achieved a state of equilibrium that you never expected you could, not just you, it's not particular to you, that you would never expect a human being to be able to do. They're saying you have played the Matrix. So like when you take something that's got a standard way of being dealt with, right? So in the Matrix, everybody lives in fear. They're all in fear of sex, death, and taxes, which is a fear of not getting everything done before they disappear. And they are all in fear of poverty and everything, right? We won't go there. Everybody lives in fear. So they all tend to hold the stationary line in terms of what they can do in life. It's like, oh, don't get into debt. Or it's like, oh, don't well, don't do anything that could take your life in a crazy direction, right? So yeah, all the usuals. Don't have affairs, don't shoplift, don't smoke dope. We could go on, and I'm not giving any judgment either way, because that's not what I'm here to do. I'm just stating some of these things, right? They're saying you've played the Matrix, so that means you see what you get, right? It's like being given a hand, you're dealt a hand. So you might not have any money, you might not have any clothes. It's like the Talking Heads song, right? You might not have a beautiful wife. You might not live in a beautiful house. So you've been dealt your hand, and then you're like, right, well, I haven't got the hand I want. I'm not satisfied with the hand that I want. So how can I manipulate this hand that I've got? So they're saying that you've done a really good job in ignoring the fear and manipulating the hand that you've got to get what you want. That's you last year. So that's about balance in terms of like, yes, higher self may sometimes say, do this frowned upon naughty thing because it's going to give you a load of confidence, and you're going to find it out. It turns all right for you, because whatever that naughty thing is, you won't get caught because you're protected. So again, I'm not trying to let's not all get in our heads about, oh, you shouldn't do this or that. It's just what higher self will sometimes guide you to do, because everything has an energetic meaning in twin flame process. Everything in the physical manifests in terms of the triggers, and the fear is about you overcoming that. So at times you will be guided to take part in game playing with the physical dimension to bring about your supreme vibrational self, your point of attraction. Right. Physical, 8 of Pentacles, so it's what you bring in the physical. So you have managed to manipulate the physical dimension last year, so you've done a good job with that. And 7 of Wands, resistance. There's always incoming resistance, right? It's all around us, and it's in everybody as well, and it's in all the naysaying and all the difference of opinions as well. Some people work just from a purely egoic perspective and would like everybody to do exactly what they do, because they cannot, they need to control everything around them and inside them, and it all to be the same all the time, because otherwise they couldn't cope with the fear. Which, interestingly, is how the masculine is. Very controlling, so much so that they pull back away from daily life because they cannot deal with being a part of society, almost, because it's out of their control, right? So it means they don't go into relationships where they're not able to be in control or feel like they're in control. And twin flame connections are not those relationships. They're not safety relationships, and they're not people who are twin flames work from their authentic self. So they are not people that appear like they could be controlled. And they're not people that give off, they're not love bombers that give off this oh, I'll do anything you want. All I want to do is love you, when really they've got holding a knife behind their back that you can't see, ready to stab you into tiny pieces as soon as you get close enough. That's not what twin flames are, right? 3 of Pentacles, created through the physical environment. So whatever it is that you've gone through last year has created something really good, because we're already feeling that really good success, right, that came in at the beginning. Oh, you got the Hermit in the middle as well. Wisdom and knowing, right? The Hermit is like knowing. He's everything in terms of knowing. He can take from anywhere and know. He can read it in books. He'll take what he needs. He'll leave the rest behind. He can listen to videos on YouTube. He'll take bits and pieces of what he needs, leaves the rest behind, which is what the people that have stayed with me and listened to me for years do. The only ones that are left are the people that can take little bits that they hear, and it's for them, and they leave the rest behind, and they don't get up in their grills about it, or my grill. Right. He can also, esoteric knowledge, so he knows from within, and he knows just because he guesses as well. So it's a lot of knowing in the Hermit. It's a lot of I've got an inkling that, even though I got no proof, even though I can't find it in a book, even though I'm not hearing a voice from God saying it exactly out loud, I've got a little inkling that so and so is just what it is, right? So that's also the hermit, because he takes just what he needs, and through that he builds his own inner wisdom that's entirely of his own. So whoever you are watching this, is what you've gained, right? You know more through how you've dealt with last year. You've got you're like, that's not quite how it works. That's not quite how the banking system works, is it? There are loopholes. You've got this inner knowing of whatever it is that you've managed to manipulate going on inside of you. Six of Swords, let go. You've got to let go coming, right? In terms of resistance here in the Seven of Wands, this is vibrational resistance. You have got to where you needed to go, they're saying, right? You've got nowhere else to go. You've got there. You created it last year. It's here in the Hermit, right in the heart of the reading, that you know everything that you need to know. So however life comes to you after this, you'll know that you don't take things at face value. Like if somebody's saying, oh, you can only get, 2 cents on the dollar for that over there, you'll be like, well, no, because I've got a feeling I could probably get 5. Whatever it is, you've got a way that you can they're going like this way, not quite go in a straight line, like the regular way, you can weave in and out, piece it together, finagle it. You can finagle the matrix, right? So there's a sense of relief here in the Six of Swords, which is the energy that you're arriving in next, which is it's like nothing can hurt me because I know that whatever happens or comes along, there's always a way through it. It might not be a straight line. It might be I have to bob and weave a little bit, but I know that I can always find my way through to how I want to be in life. A little bit more and a little bit more and a little bit more, I can get me there because I've just done it last year, right? Which means that there's a lessening of resistance over here, obviously in your masculine counterpart. Masculine and feminine coming together in the Chariot. So that's through the resistance, because you know more than you've ever known before, right? And this let go, that's a feeling in you of you know what, I can somewhat sit back and relax and see what comes next and not fear it at all, because I know whatever it is, it's going to be all right, because I got through last year, and last year was a tricky one, and this year I'm going to get through whatever this is, even though it might appear to be tricky at first, because there's always a way to get through it, something like that, right? So there's a lot of feeling of just relax, right? So we've got resistance then, and we've got relax. Masculine and feminine coming together for the big one, because it's a Chariot, which means it's an outcome, because it's major arcana. Ending energetically, 10 of Wands, so that's the ending of it then. The physical, what you bring in the physical, because you're playing the matrix, because you learn the tricks that it's not really real, it's going to respond to how you feel. So you're feeling good about what you do, which is the wisdom here, and you're going to get a result that corresponds to the feeling good, not the what you do that everybody else will tell you you're going to get something bad because you're doing that. You're going to get what you feel like because you're doing that, which is the truth of it, which is what you know. Ending energetically, 10 of Wands. So it's the ending of what you carry in terms of the hardship of being alive. So it's an ending of this constant fear of this is going to go wrong and that's going to go wrong, and what if I do this and this goes wrong, and and I've got no money, and I've got no life, and I've got no wife, and I've got no everything, and I've not had sex for years, and all this stuff, so it's the ending of all of that, right, of what you carry, the burdens that you carry. And the burdens that you carry is not the physical manifestation. The burdens that you carry is the fear of it being truth, that you can only have what you get because of what you've got physically. The truth is you get what you get because of how you are vibrationally, right? So one does not equate to the other, which is why you can turn from Jenny from the block to Jennifer Lopez, international superstar, pretty much overnight, right? Or anyone else of that ilk. It's just belief, really. And yeah, hard work pays off when it's guided, but a lot of the time sitting by the pool also pays off. Let's have a look here. Self-worth, you see. Sitting by the pool is a lot of self-worth, isn't it? 5 of Swords, dark to light, and the ending of something as well. The ending of a battle, basically. So it might be that you battled through last year. You know, in small ways. It's small arcana, 5 of Swords. 2, you know, it's the 2 twins in the physical, 2 of Pentacles. So you're battling because you're twins battling, right? Because they can't get it together inside themselves to feel good. So you were given situations in the physical world that you could thrive against, because then you would feel better. And as you feel better, they feel better. So that's why life sometimes appears hard for the feminine twin, is because by fighting that battle, you feel better and you feel like a winner. And you feel like you're winner, winner, chicken dinner. You feel like you're a success, not a failure. And your twin needs to feel like they're a success, not a failure. And that's also the knowing of the wisdom of the hermit, the inkling, the knowing, this is not just about me. This is about the one that I'm connected to as well. Because I'll tell you why you know that. Because if it was just about you, it'd be a hell of a lot easier. Right, and then underneath, it would be a lot easier to fight the good fight. Underneath, we've got your brain, the Queen of Swords. So it's like it's your knowing, it's the feminine knowing, right in the heart of the matter. So your knowing is the let go, because it means you sit back and kick back and relax. You're like, look what I did last year. Look how I pulled through last year. Not only did I pull through, but I've thrived. Look how I'm thriving. Look how everything is turning out right for me, one thing after another. As soon as I start to trust, if I just believe it will, it does, which is the knowing. It's all I need to do is believe and relax, and it's going to come on. It's going to keep coming and keep coming like that. It's like you keep hitting jackpot, 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 because you hit one jackpot. It's chain reaction of jackpots. All right, so I'm going to leave you with that. Lots of love, and I'll see you in the next one.